How many times have we found ourselves feeling a little disoriented or hurt by certain behaviors of those around us? Vaguely negative comments, unsolicited criticism, or silent competition, they seem like random gestures, but what would happen if these behaviors were linked to a deeper and more complex feeling, such as envy? Envy is a powerful and ancient emotion, but it often manifests itself in subtle and indirect ways. Understanding the signs that distinguish it is essential to manage relationships in a healthier and more conscious way, protecting our emotional balance and keeping our personal development safe from negative energies. Today on Holistic Strategy, we will explore the 9 key signs that can help you identify envious people in your life. Recognizing these signs will not only allow you to live better relationships, but also to create a space around you in which to grow authentically and without limits imposed by the insecurities of others. Take a moment to reflect on these points and prepare to put into practice strategies of defense and self-awareness that will allow you to fully live your personal and spiritual journey. Before you start, make sure you subscribe to Holistic Strategies' YouTube and Instagram channels and leave your precious like. This way, you will help to always create new content. And now let's get started. 1. Constantly criticize your mistakes. One of the most obvious signs of envy is the insistence on highlighting your mistakes, even when they are insignificant. Envious people tend to emphasize every little shortcoming, completely overlooking the successes you have achieved. This behavior, which can occur in the professional, family, or social sphere, is not accidental. It is intended to devalue your successes, overshadowing your abilities. The effect of this type of constant criticism is particularly damaging, as it progressively undermines your self-esteem and leads you to question the value of your achievements. Those who feel insecure about their own value may find apparent relief in downplaying the achievements of others. In these cases, the most effective response is to remind yourself that this criticism does not reflect your true value. Talking openly with the person concerned, when appropriate, can also be helpful in establishing a constructive dialogue and requesting a more respectful approach. 2. Over-emotional reactions to your successes. Another sign that may reveal latent envy is a disproportionate reaction to your successes. If you share a positive piece of news, such as a promotion or an achievement, and receive an unexpectedly negative or indifferent response, you may be faced with an envious reaction. Sometimes, an envious person may even appear irritated or annoyed by what should instead bring joy. Intense and negative reactions often hide an internal confrontation between the person who feels envy and the person who has achieved success. Although the success of others does not take anything away from the person who feels envy, these people may feel somehow devalued or overshadowed. Recognizing that this reaction is the result of their insecurity will help you better manage the situation, avoiding taking their behavior personally. 3. Reluctance to share resources or information. If someone is reluctant to share resources or information with you that could be useful to you, this may be a sign of envy. The envious person may be intentionally withholding information or opportunities that could help you advance personally or professionally, creating a barrier between you and your success. This resistance is motivated by the belief that helping you advance could represent a threat to their own status. It is important to recognize this behavior and develop an alternative support system based on people who offer you genuine assistance. Building support networks and seeking information on your own will allow you to bypass this obstacle and continue pursuing your goals without depending on those who hold you back. 4. Competition on your passions. When someone suddenly starts to show a competitive interest in your passions or hobbies, they may be doing so out of insecurity. This behavior may stem from a need to prove that they can match or surpass your abilities, rather than from a genuine interest in the activity itself. Imagine a coworker who decides to devote themselves intensely to a hobby you just shared with them, or a friend who wants to outdo you in a favorite activity of yours. To maintain harmony, it can be helpful to limit the information shared about these activities or set clear boundaries. In some cases, An honest conversation about what motivates both of you can help avoid unhealthy competition and restore peace. 5. Ambiguous compliments followed by criticisms. Another characteristic of envy is the ability to hide behind false compliments, which are quickly followed by veiled criticism. This behavior is intended to minimize your success, making the apparent compliment seem less flattering than it seems. For example, a comment such as, "It's great that you got that promotion, but I'm sure it will be very stressful," is an indirect way of diminishing the value of your achievement. When you encounter people who give you backhanded compliments, it's important to keep a clear view of your merits without being destabilized by other people's comments. Surrounding yourself with people who sincerely support your successes will allow you to stay focused on your goals. 6. Attitude changes when you are the center of attention. Envious people may show changes in their behavior when you receive attention or recognition. This behavior can range from emotional withdrawal to disinterested gestures to active attempts to divert attention from you. For example, someone may interrupt or change the subject every time you are praised, or try to shift the conversation to a topic that engages them more. Addressing this type of behavior often requires a balance between empathy and firmness. While not easy, offering reassurance or trying to understand the insecurities that underlie these behaviors can, in some cases, help create a more inclusive and less competitive environment. 7. Constant comparisons. Envy also often manifests itself through constant and unsolicited comparisons. An envious person tends to compare your successes to those of others, often minimizing your achievements to exalt those of someone else. This behavior can lead you to doubt yourself and perceive your achievements as less significant. In these situations, maintaining your self-esteem and knowing your worth is essential. If the comparisons become particularly overwhelming, it can be helpful to confront the person and clearly explain how the comments make you feel. Social bullying. Envy can also take the form of social manipulation, when a person tries to isolate you from your group or limit your social opportunities. This behavior is often masked by a supposed concern for your well-being, but in reality, it is aimed at limiting your opportunities for expansion. In the workplace, this can occur through exclusion from projects or networking events, with the excuse that these may be too stressful for you. Recognizing and counteracting this behavior is essential to preserving your relationships and development. Surrounding yourself with people who support your journey is essential to maintaining a support network that counters attempts at isolation. In conclusion, recognizing the signs of envy allows you to navigate relationships in a more conscious and protected way. It is not a question of distrust or paranoia, but of developing a careful perception of interpersonal dynamics to understand when certain behaviors arise from insecurities or hidden competition. Distancing yourself from negative energies and strengthening your self-esteem are fundamental steps to serenely continue your path of personal growth. At Holistic Strategy, our goal is to provide awareness and growth tools that allow you to live to your full potential, free from the limitations imposed by other people's insecurities. Recognizing envy and knowing how to manage it will help you maintain a state of inner serenity so that your path of evolution is fluid and constant. Remember to turn on notifications to stay updated on upcoming content and share with anyone you think might benefit. See you in the next video.